flip fast like a Jersey breeze. Jennifer Morningstar's got the keys. Black nails flash, she's dealing fate. Pull your card now, it's checkmate. Spreads on the table, moonlight glow. She's got that vibe, you already know. Best collective, stars aligned. Future's calling, no decline. Shuffling truth, her hands don't lie. Every flip's a spark in the night sky. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. Shaw, she's Jersey's finest. Tongue cuts quick, her wit's the brightest. Pull a card, watch your world unfold. Mystic vibes, fearless, bold. Taking her hand like a mic on stage. Life's a story, she's the sage. From cups to swords, she knows the game. Morning star's the name, fate's her claim. Shuffling truth, her hands don't lie. Every flip's a spark in the night sky. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. What's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails.
Hello, my loves. Welcome to your reading. Before we get started, please do remember that energy is interchangeable, so feel free to take messages, flip them, twist them, reverse them, however you see fit. If it doesn't fit, please do not try to force it. Just feel free to check your chart and check your other placements. Past, present, or future, you tell me, as time is fluid and we are all on different timelines. And as always, please do remember that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Like this video, don't forget to smash that like button down below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. This way you know when the videos are posted. And as always, comment down below as you see fit. If you'd like to book a private reading, jennifermorningstar.me. If you'd like to book a live reading during the live, make sure to do that today. Click in the link pinned in the chat or the description box below. Same link, jennifermorningstar.me. With that said, how's everyone doing? Hey, Sylvia, baby. How are you, my love? How's everyone doing tonight? I'm so happy. Like, we just had like a little downpour out here in Vegas. I heard like a bunch of wind, and I'm just like, oh, is that wind? And that felt like kind of like winds of change. And then I'm like, wait a minute, is that rain? Sure as shit, it was. We definitely need it. It stopped now, but it's supposed to be on and off again. But it's nice, really nice. I take it as a sign, winds of change and a cleansing. I like it, you know? Anywho, how's everyone doing? Got an announcement. Should I give it now or should I wait later in the read? I'll probably, fuck it, we'll do it now. As of next week, 1 week from today, on this very day, we're switching to a whole new schedule. So 1 week from today, I'm going to go live starting Thursdays at this time slot every night, once a week. That's it. 8:30 at night, Thursday night. Mark your calendar. That's going to be my day for going live here anymore. You want to book your live reads during the thing, make sure to do it in advance, because if it gets too full, I'm going to close it out during the week, but I'm only going live once a week now. Members, for Members Arena Tier 2 and up, as of the first Sunday of August, you're going on a schedule where every Sunday is your day, okay? And then I'll still have the Sunday sit and sip is coming back. So winds of change, new schedules coming on board. I'm going to be branching out my energy in other places. As some of you know, I have other channels. I also have other channels that none of you know about. So my energy is being put where it needs to be. But I will definitely be here once a week for you, so make sure to mark your calendar. And if I show up and you're not here, well then fuck you. I'm just joking. But I know everyone's in different time slots, and I know some of you are East Coast and stuff like that. So I'm just busting your chops. Anywho, I still love y'all. Oh, when it comes to leaving comments in the comment section down below, leave comments so long as they're not stupid. You know what? Hold on. I think I might. I'm gonna have a moment. I'm gonna have a moment before I start the read. Hey Willow, how are you, baby? Oh, nice to have you here, sweetheart. Okay, so hold on. I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this. I waited till after retrograde. So let's see if I can find it. All right, I'm not sure how much of the screen this is going to take. Okay. Okay. When it comes to my channel, please don't post dumb shit. Now, I was at first going to take out the name, but I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just not going to respond. And then I was like, you know what? No, they wanted to say it fully with their chest. Now, if y'all saw, I posted a short the other day, right? Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses. I was literally replying to someone else's comment. Now, someone else external to this, they took me posting a thing about how we don't make excuses here on this channel. And what they wrote in response, in reaction to that, because they obviously had a reaction where they felt like they were hit, like a hit dog hollering, had absolutely nothing to do with what the actual message that I had posted was even about. But I'm gonna let this one have their moment. Okay, so this was their response. You know me, or you did. He chases me down. Him and his cult. Warlock, witches, and spells like on my car that blew up. Yes. Before you speak, know the real story. Shame on you. I will pray that you never have to live through the hell I've been through. Wow, delusional. Hold on. Let me just bring this in a little bit. I'm the one delusional. That's the hill you want to die on. I'm delusional? Number one, how very of you to presume that you know my life. Sweetheart, I wouldn't be as good at what I do if I hadn't been through a lot of shit. And if you know anything about astrology, I was set up for a life full of lots of trauma. So don't try to act like your life is, your whatever you think you're going through, like ranks anyone else. Everyone goes through shit. Now, if you have people, groups of people blowing up your car, go to the fucking cops, bitch. Go to the cops. Like you're saying that they're blowing up your car. So what is it, like a Molotov cocktail or some shit? An actual bomb, tick, tick, boom? Because that's grounds for police to intervene. What are you doing? Or is it that your car just died because maybe it's old? Or maybe you keep putting off work that it needs, so the engine failed or something failed, it conked out. But you're going to blame it on witches, warlocks, and the cult and casting spells. Get off of fucking YouTube. Get off of witch talk. Get off of tarot. Get off my fucking channel. You're blocked. But this is exactly why I don't feed into delusion. Look, get off of fucking YouTube. It's obviously not doing you any well. I don't give a fuck what people do. Things only have power that we give power to. So if you want to feed to the delusion that, oh my God, they're doing blah, 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 and that means my life's gonna go hell. No. Your words are the spells. So therefore, hold the fucking mindset. Anything put towards me has nothing to, it does nothing. It does not affect me. Any negative put towards me only goes back to sender tenfold and does not touch me. If you are choosing to find a negative and whatever this is experience, then that's you. Because at the end of the day, the universe is only here to prove you're right. So if you're looking for things, you'll find them wherever you're looking for. So say if your car engine kills out and you're looking for something to enable the delusion of the cult of witches and warlocks are using all the Madam Hoo Hoo Boo Boo on you, and they blew up your car, and that's why it doesn't work. You're going to find an excuse and align it with whatever story you want to feed to. Your experience is what you want it to be. And take it from someone who's been through a lot of shit. I have known nothing but pain, suffering, instability. I have been through more fucked up shit in a lifetime. Let's just go even through my first decade of life. I was probably through more shit than most. Okay? So again, I'm delusional though. And your witches and warlocks, that ranks everyone else in the world, right? There's a lot of shit that goes on in the world. No one's experience trumps one over the other. But this shit right here, and the comment had absolutely nothing to do with the actual video that I made. Get off of tarot, get off of the witch talk, get off of this, get off of that, get off of the internet, please, because it's not helping you. I promise you it's not helping you. And I swear to God, any fucking reader that you want to go to that will feed into that fucking bullshit, they're not there to help you. They're there to help their fucking pockets. In fact, I wouldn't doubt if you go over to the Krusty K, because I know that the person who runs that place is all into that shit. But I digress. Get off of fucking YouTube. Get off of tarot channels. Get off of the internet. Focus on your life. Because if this is where your mind is at, and I have seen you comment on my channel for years now. If this is where your mind is at, you do not need to be on here. I promise you, you do not need to be. You need to be focusing on yourself and your healing. This is not helping. Tarot is not helping you. It's hurting you. Especially any reader who's going to feed into that shit. So please, I blocked you. You can no longer be here, comment, whatever, but please get help. And this is why I refuse to be one of those fucking readers. I will never feed into people's delusions, because that's what happens. That's what happens. If you have someone blowing up your car, if you have proof that someone blew up your car, then go report it. But I don't feel like that's what happened. I feel like maybe your engine conked out, your car died. Maybe a little exhaust fume or something, little fume steam under the engine. But you're going to look for an excuse to enable a delusion. Please get help and get off of tarot. You're hurting yourself. Okay, moving along. Hey, Curly, how are you, baby? Hey, Shirley, how are you, sweetheart? That just really needed to be said, because like I said, I have seen it far too much, and y'all have known, y'all have known where I stood, and it goes beyond that twin flame bullshit that people will use to basically fill their pockets. But that's the type of shit too. And then you see people, they're not happy. They're focusing on everything's a negative experience. If you're looking for a negative experience in your life, you will find nothing but that negative. It's all about perception, and perception is key. If you're only looking for the bad, then the bad is what you will find. But I promise you, as someone who has literally been through so much shit in their fucking life, so much shit, I promise you, there is still good aside from that bad. And when you shift your perspective, your experience changes. But you have to get in the right place of that. So please, if you were the one who posted that comment and you see this, get off of tarot. Please get off of tarot. Anyone who is in that mindset, catering into that type of shit, please, you do not need to be on my channel. You do not need to be on anybody's channel. You need to be focusing on yourself and your journey. Because I promise you, if that's your mentality, regardless of who you are, this stuff is not helping you. especially if you're only going to look for stuff to feed that narrative. I promise you, whether it's me or another channel, if you're looking for stuff to feed that narrative, you do not need to be here. You're not ready to heal because you're fixed on one storyline. It's like someone who is pulling out the book, right? They're opening up the book. They've got a clean page and they're like, you know what? I'm going to write a story and it's going to be exactly about this. And this is exactly how it's going to go. And it's going to end bad. We don't do that here. We don't focus on a negative experience. We don't focus on a bad experience. We don't have victims here. Can people be survivors? Absolutely. You're talking to one. I hate the word victim. But if you want a better experience, regardless of whatever life circumstances throw at you, and trust me, I know about shit being thrown at you. If you want a better experience, you still focus on making that better experience for yourself. You don't sit and stew in everything to basically bubble a much shittier experience for you. You don't need to be here. Whoever is in that type of mentality, please, you can leave. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, my loves. Hey, princess, how are you, baby? Oh, thank you for that. Hey, Darlene. Okay. Now, we are going to move along. I was really like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything, but then you know what? I just felt like I had to. All right. Hold on, let me grab that. Shut it off. All right, now this is going to be Oh, I know, my love, but honestly, I feel like them and anyone who may resonate with that, they need to hear it. They need to hear it because so many other channels, they will feed and cater to that shit because it fills their wallet. And that's only hurting feeding into the delusion even more and hurting them. Like I said, I don't mollycoddle or any of that shit. So sometimes people need to hear things. And, messages don't have to be sweet. They don't have to be sugar coated. I most certainly don't sugarcoat shit. So I honestly feel like that was the message that had to go out to them. Anyway, just a moment. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Okay. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee and then we're gonna move along and go right into the reads. All right. Mm. Holy shit. Did I really just fucking blow like almost 20 minutes? All right. We're good. All right. Now we're gonna move along. Aries and first house placements. All right. This is going to be what you don't see coming. Make sure to smash that like button, y'all. 21 in the room, 10 likes. Make sure to smash that like. Come on. Show your girl some love. I'm here showing up for you. You need to show up for me. Let's go. We reciprocate energy up in this bitch. Plus, it's good karma. All right. What do you not see coming? Ooh, the girls are going to be talking. Word spreads fast. Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. Do 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 do. Self-care, heal, repair, reconnect. For some of you, there could be something where the girls are talking. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Where's Aries? Where's first house? Have you seen Aries? I mean, some of you might end up taking some time to yourself, being a bit more low key, discreet. Maybe you're going through something, but it could be leaving people to wonder, what's going on with you. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, baby. All right. Reason for the read. Three of Pentacles. What you can expect. Ace of Wands. Advice. Hierophant. Possible outcome. Three of Cups. Okay. The Hermit. See, what did I just say? It's like I'm fucking psychic, right? Didn't I say some of y'all might, be a bit more pulled back, focusing on yourself? Maybe you're going through something and everyone's like, "Where's Aries? Where's first house?" Right? Maybe y'all are going through something in private that no one knows about, right? I'm literally hearing just one of them days, but the fact that we have the Hermit under the deck, that doubles down on that even more. Okay, yeah, see, look. The Hermit, 10 of Swords to the Queen of Cups. Maybe some of y'all went through some shit. Maybe you had some form of ending in your life. Maybe you and someone had some falling out. I don't know. Let's see. But the reason for the read, Three of Pentacles. This is giving, you're going through some stuff. I'm literally hearing Ozzy. I'm going through changes, right? Because you see I love this deck. It's such a cute little deck, the little froggy deck. But you see here, there's butterflies. This denotes a form of change. Some of you could be finding yourself where you're just not feeling so sociable. Maybe you're going through changes. You're going through things, right? Some of you could just be really focusing on yourself, right? Your own journey, your own healing. Now, what to expect? The Ace of Wands. I feel like maybe you're going through a thing. Maybe you're going through something, you're feeling withdrawn to focus on yourself, or you're, getting over something. Who knows, right? It's different for everyone. There's some form of changes. You're not as sociable. You're more so kind of to yourself, right? You're not feeling like the social butterfly, but that is going to change. Time to yourself, time focusing on you is going to bring new life to you, right? Ace of Wands. Wands is that fire, it's that spark reignited within oneself, right? This is like good, feeling good. So you might find yourself going through a bout of feeling distant and withdrawn from everyone, going in a bit of hermit mode, but it's all for the best because it feels like you're going through your own internal things. Maybe you're going through some form of internal battle, but taking this time away, taking this time to yourself to focus on yourself, it's going to be just what the doctor ordered. The advice, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is also a form of higher learning, right? You know what's funny? Remember I said just what the doctor ordered? Hierophant can even be like if you literally go to the doctor. Maybe some of you actually do have to take time off for medical reasons or something, right? Um, but this is also, as much as you show up for everyone, you have to make sure you show up for yourself, right? People will put themselves last. They will put their needs last, right? All for the sake of what's expected, No, we got to push through it, we got to do this, we got to do that. Oh, I feel like crap or this or that, or I have to keep putting myself my needs off and this and that, right? Because of this or that, right? But I feel like this is you learning to show up for yourself just as much as you show up for others, which also denotes don't be afraid to take time to yourself. Hell, maybe some of you're workaholics, right? Never take any time off, work overtime, and your fucking body is just like, you know what? Your soul is even like, oh my God, I can't do this. I need some time, see some form of recouping. You're finally taking time off for yourself, right? Possible outcome, Three of Cups. This is you feeling rejuvenated. You know what I just realized too? In this Three of Cups. Now, remember I told you here in Vegas, right before I started the read, I heard winds, right? About a half hour before it was time to go live. I heard a bunch of winds, and then I'm like, wait a minute, is that rain? It's raining. And I was saying it was like winds of change and a form of cleansing. You see the rains here, it's like a cleansing, right? So this is you feeling a lot better, where you're in this better energy, where you're able to show up better. When you take care of yourself and you show up for yourself, it puts you in a place where you have the energy and you can show up fully as yourself in other ways for other people, right? It's like that saying, how can you expect everyone else to be good if you're not good, right? And I feel like you're learning how to prioritize yourself and your needs and learning how to show up for yourself just as much as you show up for everyone else. I absolutely love that for you. Aries in first house, that is what I got for you. That is your read. All right. All right. Next up, Taurus and second house placements. 29 in the room, 20 likes. Make sure to smash that like button, people. Come on now. We reciprocate energy. I show up for you. You got to show up in return. You show up by smashing that like button for free entertainment. All right, let's see. What does Taurus and second house not see coming? Ooh, for some of you, a soulmate. Some of you could be getting a new puppy. If you have a dog, your dog could get lost or wander off. Um, if there's something pertaining to relocating and you have a pet, just be careful because the pet could get lost due to unfamiliar. Some of you, perhaps you find an animal, you know, an animal finds you. Now, for others of you, you could have a new soulmate entering your life. Now, soulmate could be anything. This could be a soulmate in a sense where it could be an animal, a pet. It could be a new friend, a companion. It could be a love, a romantic interest, sure, right? Um, so let's see. I don't feel like this is anyone you know or anything you know of. Let me see. There's a change of direction for you, changing course. Some of you, some form of change. You're going to change some form of direction, make some form of change in your life that's going to lead you to some form of new soulmate in your life. Oh, thank you, Jenna, for that. Thank you all for those things. I don't I'm new to those things, whatever they are, but thank you for those. All right, reason for the read. Oh, see, look at that. Six of Cups. It's a soulmate. I'm telling you, you got a soulmate coming in. What you can expect. Ooh, the Chariot. Nice. Advice. Yeah, Lord, if it wants to come out. There we go. Amen. Stick around for a bit. Stick around for the finale. Possible outcome. Three of Swords under the deck. Ace of Cups. Okay. So this is what my instincts were feeling low key. For those of you, all right. So for a lot of you, this could be romantic. And the thing is, you have a soulmate coming in, but it's not who you think. It's not who you want it to be. That's what this is giving. Um, with the Three of Cups, reason for the read. Again, it's doubling down. Six of Cups is a soulmate energy. Literally, with that soulmate, you have a long-term soulmate companion coming into your life, right? What to expect. The Chariot. This is something that has the potential to move forward, to be that thing that you want, that lifelong loyal companion, right? Someone to sit with through the very end, right? I'm literally hearing Chucky, I'm your friend to the very end. Heidi ho. Now, the advice, hang around. If you're hung up on someone else, you're hung up on the idea it's like, no, it's this one person. I already know. Yeah, look, there's this person, I already have them pegged. I've told myself that they're going to be the one, that they're the one, even if they're not in line with that just yet. Yeah, no, it's not them. It's not them. And you might not like that, but you need to realize that change of course. There's a change of direction. Look, whoever you're hung up on, hangman, look, it's time to move on. It's time to move on instead of sitting around, breaking your own damn heart, sitting around for something that's obviously not happening, right? And the universe, major arcana is the universe forcing change. You can't just sit around stuck on someone your whole life waiting for them to be like, hey, this could even be someone you never even really had anything with, but you keep telling yourself, one day, Zalakazula, Mechakabula, Bibbidi Boppity Boo, they will come and whisk you away and you will be happy, happy Sunday. No, it's not that. Literally Ace of Cups to the Magician to the Fool card to the Sun card. I feel like you have a new person wanting to enter your life. And it comes in when you finally focus on the what you want and not the who. See, people don't realize they tend to ruin their manifestations. So if you're wanting love, right? People can ruin and hold up the line when it comes to their manifestations because they attach an expectation to it. I want this and it's going to be this exact person and it's going to be at this exact place at this exact time and this exact way. And it's like, whoa, 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 buddy, hold up. No, 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 no. No, you can't do that because it's never meant to be that. You're holding up your own manifestation because you're attaching an outcome to someone else already or something else. And once you realize that, once you are open and receptive to aligning with who your person is, you know? Don't focus on attaching an identity to it. Be open to whatever is for my greatest and highest good. The person who is for my greatest and highest good. Otherwise, you could end up sitting there a long time going nowhere. And I feel like the universe is saying, you know what? Maybe you've been hung up on this thing for quite some time, hangman to the chariot. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. This is literally the universe saying, it's time to move on from this thing. It's time to get off this road and go in a different direction. Now, outcome. Three of Swords. The outcome's all dependent upon you. I feel like you have new love coming in. You have a soulmate. This is not someone you know, but the thing is, it might suck. It might hurt a little bit because it's not who you wanted it to be, but it's someone who's there. But here's the other thing too. If you decide to keep your foot on the brake instead of allowing this thing to go forward because you refuse to move, it's like imagine someone in a car and they refuse to leave because they said, no, this is the last place that I saw this person and I want this person to come back here again. So I'm going to stay here and not move. You're holding up traffic because you're not moving or someone needs the spot. But you're going to hold yourself up there. Again, I'm drawn to the car analogy. You're going to hold yourself up there in this one spot on the hope that it'll be this one thing that you can make happen for yourself with this person who's not there. Don't hold up the line to your own heart is what I feel called to say. Is there new love that wants to enter your life? Absolutely. But the thing is, you have to let it in. Taurus in second house, that's what I got for you. That's your read. All right. Aw, I'm sorry for your loss, sweetheart. All right. Next up, Jammy Jams and third house placements. Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. What do we have going on for Jammy Gems and third house? What does Gemini and third house placements not see coming? Ooh, change. The wheel of change is in motion. Okay. So a little change of direction, a little change of course, a little course correction is what this feels like. Um, but here's the thing. So it feels like there could be some form of change, a change in direction, a change of course, but not necessarily bad, right? I don't know why I just got maybe someone's taking classes and they could literally be changing courses. Okay. All right. What do we have going on for Gemini and third house placements? How that song? What I'd really like to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. Never meant to be so cold. Never meant to be so cold to you. I'm sorry about all the lies. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. You are the antidote that gets me by. Some of this could be. Okay, you know what? Let me pull out the cards first. For some of you, this could be pertaining to a connection, a relationship. Hmm. Okay. So this still feels a bit general. For some of you, this could be pertaining to a sense of direction with a connection. For others of you, this could just be a general sense of direction pertaining to some form of aspect in your life, right? So you take it however it resonates to you. Underneath the deck, we literally have death. So this is change, transformation, death, rebirth, right? Reason for the read. Two of Swords. For some of you, there could some of you there could be something that you've tried to ignore but you can't. There could literally be something that you're trying to ignore but you can't let go of. Now, for others of you, you could be uncertain pertaining to something up ahead, uncertain of what to do. Now, if there's friction between you and another, it could be trying to figure out what's the best path up pertaining to this. Some of you could be second guessing a decision that you made pertaining to some form of sense of direction for yourself, you know? Like, let's just go with the analogy. Say if you picked out a class, all right? Say if you're in school or you signed up for some class or something. Maybe I wonder if it's too late to change my course, to change my plan, or maybe I shouldn't have done this or done that. Maybe I should have gone with a different thing, right? You're trying to figure something out. But it feels like a part of this decision will pertain to some form of change. It could even mean that you have to cut one thing out. I feel like a lot of you could be really heavily contemplating whether this is cutting something or someone out of your life, or there's just a sense of cutting something out or changing something. Now, what to expect? Four of Pentacles can also denote to that sense of value, right? I feel like a lot of you could find yourself trying to be practical, trying to look at the pros versus the cons, right? Four of Pentacles, it's an even number, but it also denotes to pros and cons can denote to does this hold more value versus not, right? If I decide this way, what are the pros of that? If I decide that way, what are the cons? Some of you could literally be trying to weigh out the pros and cons pertaining to this decision. You could literally be making a list where it's like, the pros and cons of each decision. Holy shit. Some of you could smoke, chain smoke. I'm literally hearing chain smokers. I'm getting like coughing nonstop for you. Some of you could be something like a brush fire. Be careful of that. Maybe you live in a place affected by a brush fire or wildfires, or there could be one near you. Ooh, for some of you, low key, even this is just one person, there could be some form of change of plans where it's like you have to grab shit quick and get out, especially if there's something pertaining to, if you live in a place where there's like brush fires or something like that. Okay, this is a side story, even if it's just for one person. The fact that I was getting all, hacking up and it brought me to, smoke, brush fire, stuff like that. Even if it's just one person, there could be something where there's a need to evacuate, you know? Maybe you live where there's like brush fires or something like that. Something about fires or brush fire or wildfire. There could be something where it's like, you have to act fast. You feel like you're blindsided. Don't be too consumed with trying to, save material things, is what I feel called to say. Material things can be replaced. People can't. So take what matters most. You, your family, um, whatever, you can always start again. Even with that Ace of Pentacles, that denotes you can always start again. Things come and go. Things are shit, but human life cannot be replaced. So even if that's just one person to prevent like a death, right? Because someone's, oh, wait, but I got to get this and I got to get that, right? Okay. Because that's obviously not everyone, but I saw it. So I have to say, you notice I stopped coughing as much once I actually got that out. I'm telling you, I've come to realize my coughing will come through. It's almost like fine tuning a specific message because the coughing makes me focus on, certain things and other things come up. And it's like fine tuning it to a specific message, even if that specific message is for one person. But after I fine tune to that message, all of a sudden it stops. So if anyone chain smoke, that could also be a sign that if you've been coughing or having issues, especially when waking up, might be time to stop or go get it checked. Anyway, but for others of you, I feel like you could be contemplating a decision and trying to weigh out the pros and cons pertaining to one decision over another, regardless of whatever the decision pertains to, right? Now, the advice, Three of Cups. I'm sorry, Three of Pentacles. Really think about what it is that you want. Also, make sure when you make this decision, you're making a decision that you want, right? Not one that other people want you to make. Because Three of Pentacles can also be, people around us. This could be friends, neighbors, coworkers, family members, right? People around us where it's like, but their input is basically more so lean towards what they would prefer versus you. Because remember, at the end of the day, we are the ones who have to live with our decisions, right? So, I mean, get some advice from a friend or something, family member if you need it. But at the end of the day, make sure that the decision that you're making is the one that feels aligned with you and not with what you think other people would want of you, right? Possible outcome, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like I feel like you're going to make the right decision. And it's going to lead to beautiful changes for you up ahead, is what that feels like. Again, we have the death card under the deck, change, transformation, right? With this Ace of Pentacles, you see this Ace of Pentacles has the butterfly, right? That's transformative energy. So it leads to positive changes up ahead for you. I feel like you might have a little difficulty making a decision, but I feel like inevitably you will make the best decision that is correct for you. And that is going to lead to lovely changes up ahead for you. So, Gemini and third house, that's what I got for you. That's your read. I almost wanted to say Aquarius. Someone could have Aquarius in their big three, or literally Aquarius in the third house, or have Gemini in their 11th house. So take that however it resonates to you. But Gemini and third house is what I got for you. That's your read. Oh, yeah, that's right. It is that time of year. Hey, Sunny, how are you, sweetheart? Hey, Bria. Good to see y'all. All right. Oh, hold on. I just hit the wrong button. Mm-mm-mm. Damn it, I did it again. Okay, over here. There we go. All right. What do we have going on for Cancer and fourth house placements? What does Cancer and fourth house not see coming? Make sure to smash that like button, y'all. All right, what do you have going on for Cancer and fourth house? In the distance. Why do I have that song? God is watching us. God is watching us from a distance. Some of you, you're being looked over. You could be being looked over from people who have crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. Some of you could have some form of major epiphany up ahead. Something is closer than close. Something's a lot closer than you think. There is something a lot closer than you think. You can't see it. Some of you are moving on to the next chapter, whatever that is to you. Something is a lot closer than you think. Something's about to come in full sight. All right. All right. Reason for the read. Ooh. What you can expect. Nice. Advice. Four of Swords. Possible outcome. I'm hearing was that Kermit the Frog? I know we'll get there. The human connection. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum. Wow. 10 of Wands under the deck, the World card, to the Knight of Cups. So you're closing out a cycle. The reason for the read, the worst is over. 10 of Swords for the first card for the reason for the read. The worst is over. And solidifying that is literally the 10 of Wands and the World card under the deck. This is 10 times down. This is literally, somebody could be in your 30s, you know, just because, 10, 10, 10. You're done with a cycle in your life. You've learned. Something is done. You've completed something. And now the light at the it's like the light at the end of the tunnel, because literally, look. You see the telescope, and it's literally looking to the lantern. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel being the literal telescope, the tube. So there's the light at the end of the tunnel is a lot closer than you think. Now, what you can expect. Hierophant. This is denoting a form of ascension, a form of higher learning, right? You're graduating. You're graduating on to the next chapter of your life. You're graduating into the next cycle. So the worst is truly behind you. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, World card. It's complete. You're graduating because Hierophant can also be school. It could also literally be the school of life. And it's also denoting to graduation. You are literally graduating and leveling up. Some of you can actually be graduating. But I feel like more than anything, you're graduating in life. You're done with a life cycle and you're moving on to the next cycle of your life. Some of you could be like, midlife, considered midlife. It's like 10s, 20s, 30s, right? They could have been crappy cycles. And now you're graduating and you get to enjoy the better part of what life has to offer because you've completed the lessons. The advice, the Four of Swords. I'm hearing that. Just breathe. What song is that? Just breathe. Who sings that? It's a woman. Is that a country song? Is that Shania Twain? Just breathe. Something about just breathe. You can breathe now. It's okay. You can relax now. You can relax now. The worst is over. You can relax now. The worst is behind you. The light is at the end of the tunnel. The light is closer than you think. Possible outcome. I love this. The Empress. The Empress is the possible outcome. This is where life gets good. This is where you get to actually enjoy life now. Again, male or female doesn't matter, but again, that denotes to like, maybe you're in midlife, you're in the mid season of your life now, right? And maybe the first season wasn't the best. Maybe, 10s, 20s, 30s, they were shit. And now things get good. Now you get to enjoy the better half of your life. That's what this feels like. So, Cancer, that's simple and sweet. That's really nice. I'm gonna leave that there. That's your read. Hey, Christy. Good to see you, sweetheart. I've always wanted to go to Austria. I've always wanted to travel foreign places. And again, that's pretty much, my sun sign is literally in the 9th house, and then my 2nd house is literally Sagittarius. Does me well to travel to distant lands. So I'm always drawn to them. Like New Zealand's another one too. The only thing that would keep me out of Australia though is I've seen those fucking, look, I don't mind spiders, but when they're as big as the fucking side of the house, that I got a problem with. I got chill with the roos. They're cool. It's just y'all got some big ass bugs. Not a big fan of bugs. Spiders don't normally bother me over here, but again, I've seen there's that one oh, there's one. I just seen a TikTok. Who's the one who posted something on, I think it was like Big Daddy Leo or some shit like that. He had a thing where he was reacting to this big ass spider, and there's a specific name for it, but it was inside the closet. It was like, nope. He's like, the guy's literally like walking up towards the closet with this broom. He's like, guys, I don't know what to do. And the other dude, he's like, burn it all down. Just leave it, burn it. Because the spider is like literally as big as this whole ass fucking window over here. Like that shit was wild. Oh, I hate mosquitoes too. But at least I know not to go up north then. All right, Cancer, that's what I got for you, my loves. Next, moving along to my lovely Lion Gang. Happy birthday season, Leo. Speaking of Leos, happy birthday, Curly Cookie, our lovely lioness. Curly, since it's your birthday season, at the end of the live, do you want me to do a read for you? If you do, if you want, you could post if you have a specific question or something, post it in the room. I'll screenshot it. So this way I make sure I want to give you a birthday read at the end. If you want one. All right. Anyone else, if you want to read, make sure to check the link, Jennifer Morningstar, get them in. But yeah, Curly, if you want to read, let me know. And I'll give you one at the end of the thing. Just because I also know that, it's late over there because you're on the East Coast, right? So if you can't be here till the end of the live, I'll screenshot and save a question that you have. Okay, my love? But yes, happy birthday season to my lovely lions. I'm going to have a moment of lion appreciation, Leo appreciation over here because some of my most favorite people are Leos. Fun fact, one of my most favorite human beings on this earth who is no longer, 10 years this year, he was a Leo. He was July 31st Leo. So I miss him. He was the best. But I love my lions. Let me tell you something. Now, Leos, you know what I love about my lion gang too? Look, my Leos in general, they get a lot of shit. People give Leos a lot of shit talking about, oh, the pride and ego. But let me tell you something about fucking Leos. I have never met a Leo in my life that would never want to see you shine. A Leo might get a lot of shit about pride, but guess what? A Leo is literally the sun. A Leo will want to see you shine. A Leo will literally shine their light on you. So don't be talking shit about my Leos. Ooh. Hey, Booty Green. Okay. I thought one fell. All right. You're welcome, babes. All right, let's go on with Leo in fifth house. And Curly, like I said, if you want, you can just drop whatever question you have in the room. So this way, if you don't make it through the live because you fall asleep, I got you, and I'll timestamp it afterwards. All right. What is the boy? I almost said good stuff. So for some of you, this could be something good coming your way. Some of you could be slow and steady wins the race. I'm drawn to that. All right, but what does Leo and fifth house placements not see coming? Dear Lord, these cards just want to talk. All right. Zoom in. Leisure. Remain lighthearted. Something's closer than you think. Some of you, the answer is right in front of you. It's like under your nose. I'm literally hearing like Toucan Sam, follow your nose. And I keep hearing, these boots are made for walking. So let's see. All right. All right, the reason for the read. What you can expect. Advice. Possible outcome. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so for the reason for the read, we have the Ace of Pentacles. You notice how I said something could be closer than you think and follow your nose? You see how the butterfly is literally on the nose of the frog? I feel like something is a lot closer than you think. Now, this can pertain to many things for you, right? It's different for everyone. Some of you, this could pertain to if you want that long-term connection. For some of you, this could be pertaining to you want that sense of stability or security in your life, or because Ace of Pentacles, it denotes to the seed that we plant, but this is the seed that has the most substance. It has the most potential. You could be looking in the wrong place for something, whatever that is. That's what this feels like. In life, sometimes we have a tendency to make things more difficult than they need to be. And it's almost like, we figure, well, it's going to take, or maybe, sometimes people think they have to jump obstacles or it's going to take this and that. And it's not that difficult. What you can expect, the Knight of Cups. I feel like if you stop focusing on whatever this is like someone who's trying to focus on finding something. But what they're looking for, the answer is right in front of them. Think about it. How many times have you gone to look for something and you could have sworn you know exactly where it is, but when you're actually looking for it, you can't find it, right? But it's then when you say, you know what, fuck it, and you stop looking for it, you find it when you're not looking for it. That's what this is giving. So for some of you, this can pertain to romance. For others of you, this can just pertain to any other thing in your life where, you're trying so hard to find the answer or find the resolution or just find something in general. And it's like it's closer than you think. So it's like the thing that you're looking for, sometimes you end up missing the answer when it's right in front of you, right? When you're looking for that thing, sometimes because we're so focused and dead set on trying to find it, whatever that is, we miss out on it because we overlook it, you know? And with that Knight of Hearts, Knight of Cups, as the what to expect, this is being a bit more lighthearted. And that literally denotes to what it literally says over here: remain lighthearted, right? Leisure, lighten up, don't focus on it so much. It's closer than you think. So, whether this is you're wondering when you're going to find that one, stop looking for it. It'll find you. It's closer than you think. If you're literally looking for something, stop looking for it and you'll end up finding it. You're probably overlooking it. If you're looking for some form of answer or some form of solution to something, sometimes the solution is simpler than we think. Therefore, we overlook the answer that is so obvious. Advice, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords can be very analytical, very matter of fact, right? Don't be over analytical or don't be too, again, focused, because the Queen of Swords can have a tendency, like, look, the Queen of Swords can have their negative traits too, where they can be so dead set on a mind frame that they overlook what's right in front of them, the answer that's right in front of them. Or if this is like pertaining to love, you can overlook, someone that's right there in front of you, right? It's giving, you could overlook what's right in front of you regardless. So don't do that. Don't overlook something or don't overanalyze. There's a need to just like kind of loosen up. Now, the outcome is Two of Wands. And I like this Two of Wands because if you look at this Two of Wands, there's two frogs there. For some of you, again, this could be pertaining to love. Doesn't have to be though. But this is, you see this Two of Wands, and now there's someone there, right? Well, now there's another frog there. I feel like it's closer than you think. Sometimes you take a step back. Sometimes it takes taking a step back and maybe getting another set of eyes. Or sometimes it takes getting a step back and stop focusing on looking, and you end up seeing what's right in front of you. Regardless, I feel like the answer, the thing for some, the one, it will present itself at the right time. The thing is, it happens when you're not looking for it. So take that how it resonates to you, whatever that means to you, in whatever form or aspect of your life. Leo and fifth house. That's what I got for you. Hey, Cassandra. How are you, babes? Okay, hold on, Curly. Let me screenshot that right quick. Just so that way I have it. All right, Curly, I got you. I'm gonna timestamp that at the end. This way, you know, you'll have it to come to in the morning. Hey, Porcelain, how are you, babes? All right, let's see. Next up, moving along, Virgo and sixth house placements. What do we have going on for Virgo and sixth house? Hold on. Cassandra, thank you so much for that Cash App, baby. Thank you so much for that tip. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. All right, what do we have going on for Virgo and sixth house? What does Virgo and sixth house not see coming? I put it like this, Porcelain. If you're always focused on what's ahead or looking for something, you can miss out on what's around you, what's in front of you. Whether that's you're looking for something, you're looking for someone, or you're just so focused on the future, right? I feel like to give general advice for anyone listening, really. You know, so many people get lost in the idea of the things that they don't know the answer to, the who, what, when, where, how, why, when, that they miss out on the now, you know? And life is meant to be lived, be in the present. It's more fun that way. Anyway. Ooh, you got a friend in me. Bum, bum. You got a friend in me. Loyal friend protection. You are protected. A wise, supportive person. So for some of you, there could be a person entering your life. Now, for others of you, this could be, you know, you come to see just how strong, just how solid a connection truly is. Could be someone coming to your defense. You could be coming to someone's defense. I'm literally hearing that song. I am the man who will fight for your honor. I'll be the hero you're dreaming of. All right. Reason for the read. You're welcome, babes. What you can expect. Good night, princess. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate you. All right. Possible outcome. Ah, okay. All right. King of Wands under the deck. Eight of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Hmm. A connection could be tested. A connection could be tested. This could be something pertaining to where does one's loyalty lie, or because I'm also hearing Mariah Carey's cover of "I'll Be There." So, the reason for the read, temperance. For some of you, there could be something where it's almost time to bring something back together if you were I'm hearing Ross, we were on break. Some of you could have already had some form of falling out or some form of disconnect with someone, right? King of Wands to the Eight of Swords to the Five of Cups. This is, someone missing someone, feeling helpless, feeling like, they're on the outs, right? Feeling like they want to talk. Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles to the Four of Cups. Someone could feel like they fucked up. Now, this could be you, this could be someone. This is like, all right, if any of you had some form of disconnect with someone, regardless of whatever the relationship to, for some of you, this could just be a friendship, right? Sometimes life could toss us things to show us who really cares, who's really there, right? And sometimes, regardless of whatever life circumstance, sometimes some people can surprise you and they still show up, you know? It's like the way that I'm seeing it, like say if life doesn't toss someone a circumstance, whether that be you, them, or whatever, that would, all of a sudden someone shows up and be's there. They go show up to be there, even if, say y'all haven't had anything to do with each other in the longest, right? But at the end of the day, when shit gets down, like that saying, when shit gets real or shit goes down, that's when you see who's truly there versus who's not, right? And it's like the ones that you least expect. Versus even if it's not something as serious where like some form of situation would arise, someone's still showing up because it's almost like they're not there's just too much there to throw away. So, temperance for the what to expect. I feel like this is time. This is time. There's something pertaining to timing. For some of you, even serendipity towards healing, amending is what that feels like. Now, what to expect? Three of Swords. Whatever happened, now for some of you, something could happen where, there could be someone who you haven't spoken to. They step up, they want to be there for you in some way, or vice versa, right? Now, for others of you, this could just be, it could be time to see if something's really truly worth leaving on the chopping block and just letting it go, right? This could be where maybe you had some form of falling out and then some form of circumstance or time serendipity would put you all in the same place at the same time, right? And yeah, it's a little sore, someone's still a little butt hurt over whatever happened, but at the end of the day, is the love still there, is the bond still there, right? Because shit happens all the time. People have disagreements, people get on your nerves, right? People can take things personally and make it about them or take things the wrong way, and then but at the end of the day, is it truly worth throwing away what you had, right? It's like that notion where it's like a lot of people, they hold this notion where it's like, oh, well, it has to be the perfect relationship where there's no fights, no this or no. People argue, people get on people's nerves, But the thing is, you talk things out, communication is key. You have to be able to talk things out, right? Some people can be reactive and just be like, oh my God, I'm going to throw it all away. Da, da, da. And then it's like, well, is it really worth throwing it all away or what, Um, but with the advice, Four of Swords, I feel like you're being given some form of opportunity to heal something with someone, is what this feels like, regardless of whatever the connection pertain to, regardless of whatever the circumstance that brings you all together. There is a chance to mend some form of connection with someone. But you have to decide, is it worth it? Can the good outweigh the bad, right? Because I don't know what happened with y'all. I don't know what your fallout was about. Was it just over something stupid, a stupid misunderstanding? Or, do you feel like someone did you dirty, hurt you, betrayed you, lied, whatever, right? Some things, is this something that you could forgive? Is this something that you could look past? You know? And again, for others of you, it could be a circumstance would lay the foreground of opportunity to mend a connection because life could toss some form of circumstance, in which case the other person, however the hell they get wind of it, would show up to be there for that other person, you know? It's like the one that you would least expect to show up and be there by your side when you're going through it or when something happens or when shit gets real, and that's the one who's there, you know? The one who isn't is the one who is, you know? Outcome. Six of Wands. I feel like this has the ability to have a positive outcome. I really do. I feel like whatever the circumstance, whatever the situation, I feel like there's a good chance you and someone can overcome something. That's what this feels like, you and someone overcoming something, right? Maybe it just took time and distance apart for things to come back together, right? But it feels like you and someone can finally be mending the bridge, making amends, and successfully putting something past y'all. And nothing for nothing, the connection could be even that much stronger for it, for having gone through this period of whatever silence or separation, right? I don't know. This could be a friend, this could even be a family member. Take it how it resonates. But Virgo in sixth house, that's what I got for you. All right. Next up, Libra and seventh house placements. What do we have going on for my lovely librarians and seventh house placements? Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. All right, what do we have going on with Libra and seventh house? Cleanse in the distance. Clearing space for positive energy. Something could be happening sooner than you think. Now, for some of you, this could be cleansing the air. For others of you, this could be making space for something good to arrive, making space for something good in your life. I feel like something is closer than you think. Something could be happening sooner than you think. So make space. For some of you, this is pertaining to make space in your life for something good that's about to enter. All right, let's see what do we have going on. Hey, Virgo, how are you, baby? All right, reason for the read. What to expect. Advice. Possible outcome. There we go. Strength card under the deck. Hmm. Leo season is heavily emphasized for you, so could be something good that hence the sooner than you think. It feels like there's something good. Just need to make space for something. Maybe some of you making a new friend. The reason for the read. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, it's Capricorn energy, but you see this queen, you see the bees, that can be a form of abundance. For some of you, I feel like you have some good entering your life. This could even be what you water waters you back. Things of more substance enter your life, whether this is things in life in general. Um, your experiences are more enriched. People who come into your life. Now, what to expect? Hold on. I feel like with that Queen of Pentacles, this also denotes to you could be in this energy, you're more mindful, right? More mindful of the grass you water, right? You see the frog looking at the bees. Yeah, bees can be abundance, but bees can also sting, right? So it's like, a bit more mindful of what grass you water, what you nurture, what you give to, right? Making better choices when it comes to your energy and your movements forward. But because there's a sense of making better choices and being more mindful with what you water in your life, you're clearing space for a better experience. For some of you, you're clearing space, you're making space for something good in your life. Now, what to expect? Nine of Wands. I'm hearing, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. And with the Nine of Wands, with that song coming through, I was thinking about how right before I went live, right? It was raining. Like all of a sudden the sky opened up and it just came down. And then it stopped, right? As I was going live. Seeing clearly now the rain is gone. All the obstacles in your way. It's gonna be bright, sunshiny day. I feel like whatever obstacles you've dealt with before, I feel like they're being removed, right? And you notice we have literally the cleansing of the broom above it, right? It's like things are being removed all because you're making better choices and making space for better experience, right? It's like someone who's doing the actual footwork to enhance their experience, right? Queen of Pentacles, it's earthly energy. Earthly energy, regardless of sign, pentacle energy denotes to what you are actually doing in this physical world, right? So the steps that you're implementing in your everyday life are leading towards opening up space for better experience. So now, whatever things, whatever other shit you were dealing with, it feels like we're clearing that shit out of the way. Like some people, they block off their own shit with an energetic wall of shit that needs to be cleared out, right? This is like someone who's done the work. They've made the space. And now they get to open up to a better experience. I feel like there's something good that wants to enter your life. And it's all because you've made the space for it. You've done the work. You've put in the footwork. Advice. Keep doing what you're doing. Sun card. I don't really need to give you much advice because this feels like You already see things clearly. You have that sense of clarity. This is someone who's vibing high, right? Vibing high. High apple pie in the sky. Um, but this is like literally someone who's got this, right? You see, under the deck, we have the strength card too. Leo energy heavily emphasized here. Some you can have Leo in the seventh house or just strong Leo placements, right? I feel like this is happening during Leo season. That's what this feels like. This is happening during Leo season, whatever this is. You even look at this frog jumping, like it's almost, it's giving me like, you ever see when like they're going to, jump on the animal, right? And grab onto it, and not fall off. It's like, I got this, I got this. All because you did what you got to do. Possible outcome. Page of Pentacles. It's going to start off small, whatever it is. Whatever this positive thing, whatever this good shit that's coming in your life, I feel like it's going to start off small. You're going to see the steps that you took to make some form of changes. Page of Pentacles, that's the one who takes the first steps, right? And you see the butterflies, right? So it's like taking the steps denotes to the change. And I feel like you're going to start seeing positive changes entering your world. Now, for some of you, maybe you have a new person entering your life, and this person is going to be in your life for a long time. Now, that doesn't mean it has to be a romantic thing. This could literally be, you make a new friend, right? Or you make a new colleague or something like that, right? Regardless of whatever it pertains to specifically for you, because it's different for everyone, I feel like you're going to start to see slowly and surely the positive transformation in your life. You're going to start to see the good shit entering your life, all because you did the work and you made the space for it, right? Think about it. In life, there are so many people in this world who will they'll sit there and just say, I want this, or I want that, or I hate my life. I wish it were like this and I wish it were like that. But that's where they leave it at. They sit there and constantly complain, but they do absolutely nothing to change it. If you're not doing what needs to be done to change your experience, well, it's literally Nine of Wands, the definition of insanity. You continue to do what you've always done, you'll continue to get what you always got. And this is someone who said, yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're making space for good. We're going to change shit up and make space, make better choices. We're going to put in that footwork. And guess what? Because you've been doing that, now you're going to start to see that good experience, that good entering your life trickling in one by one. I'm literally hearing the ants go marching one by one. I'm not saying you're getting ants. I would hope not. Anyway, Libra in seventh house. That's what I got for you. That's your read. All right. All right. Next up, we're going to move on to Scorpio. Just give me a minute. I'm going to take a quick sip of coffee. For anyone who missed it, I made an announcement in the beginning of the video. We're about midway, so I'll re-announce it. This time next week, we are going to a fixed schedule where every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, my time, I will be going live only once a week. So when I go live again on Thursday next week at 8:30 p.m., that's when the schedule is going to lock in, and I will only be going live on that day from there on out. All right, my loves. Live bookings will still be open. I'm also going to change to only one price point on there. Right now I have like 4, but we're going to change it to just one locked in price. All right. So, but that doesn't start until Thursday next week. And then members for tier 2 and up, Sundays are going to be your official days. There will be new videos around, I think like 6:15 every Sunday for y'all. All right. I'll also go live over there occasionally too on some of those days. And then Sunday for the main part of the channel, we'll still do the Sunday sit and sip. All right. All right. Anyway, now moving along to Scorpio in eighth house. What do we have going on for Scorpio in eighth house? What does Scorpio in eighth house not see coming? Ooh, success. It's in the astrology for you. You could be a winner at the game of life. Bum, bum, bum. Some of you don't realize who the fuck you are. I'm drawn to the reflective energy where it's like whatever you've been putting out, hard work put out, it's coming back to you in a positive way. For some of you, you could be standing out more in your career. People seeing who you are. If you're a bit of a recluse, you could find yourself feeling triggered because this is like the light being cast on you in the shadows, which makes sense, especially for my Scorpio risers. If you're Scorpio rising, you have Leo midheaven in the 10th house. You know, that is literally being forced into the light. That is literally you in your, for risers, you're being pushed to the forefront. You're supposed to be seen, you know? It's living the walking contradiction and now stepping out from the shadows. So let's see. All right. What do we have going on? What's the reason for the read? What you can expect? Ah! I told you. I told you it's like I'm psychic, bitch. Look, I told you it's coming out of the shadows being seen. What you can expect, the star card, bitch. You don't get more seen than the star. Literally underneath that success ladder. Some of you are climbing the ladder to access, listen to me, to success. Get ready to be seen. Some of you standing out in your career, standing out in your field. Advice. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Possible outcome. Ace of Swords. Okay, so the World card. Some of you could have like world recognition. Well, the world and the star. This is very public energy. So some of you could have stuff go viral. A lot of you prepare to have a lot more attention on you. Prepare to truly be seen is what this feels like. Reason for the read. Two of Pentacles. Wait, not Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. So it's funny. I giggled when I saw this because this card, it's so cute and I fucking love it. But if you see this Two of Wands, there's two frogs. And you see how the one has its hand around the other frog's back? It made me giggle because it made me feel like, you know, it's almost like the universe has its arm around a Scorpio, right? And it's like, it's okay. Get ready. Get ready. Come on. It's okay. Come on. We're about to go push you out there. Come on. Look, it's going to be okay. It's like the universe trying to give you that old pat in the back and push at the same time, right? Um some of you could have been focused on something, focused on it's like plans. Maybe some of you planning for the future. Some of you planning for the future with someone, making plans. I feel like something is going to seem like more than you could have anticipated. I feel like you're getting a nudge to go ahead, Scorpio. It's your time to really shine and stand out, especially in your career field. What to expect? The star card, literally underneath the success card. Some of you, this is your time to really stand out in what it is that you do, or how what you're known for in the public. Now, the public doesn't have to just be like, social media or media in general or the internet. It could literally be like where you live, where you are seen every day, where you show up into the world on a regular daily basis, right? Um You're going to be getting a lot more attention. This is you standing out for whatever it is that you do, however you show up into the world, however you put yourself out there. If any of you have any form of online presence, this is you're standing out. Viral moments, world card to the star card. This could literally be a viral moment online, right? Or your business booms, your business thrives, business takes off. If this is you just in your actual 3D physical world, right? Where you are literally out there on the streets or work in a physical building or for a physical company, right? This is you standing out in your field, you shining like the light is on you. Some of you are going to feel like you have all eyes on you, all like you're going to feel like you're under a bit of a microscope, but it's for a good reason, right? It's because, you're shining. Advice. I'm hearing Pussycat Dolls. Be careful what you wish for, cause you just might get it. Some of you wanted this, honestly. I feel like whatever it is, it's gonna make you happy. It's something that you wanted, right? So enjoy it. I also feel like for those of you, this could also be something that gives you the ability to spend more time with those you love, make memories, right? Do things. But more than anything, I feel like this is something that you've wanted, only it could be a little more than you thought, right? You're going to be very happy because this was something that you wanted. It's almost, you know what it's giving? Like when you want something and the vision that you have for it is one thing, because the two of wands could be looking towards, looking ahead towards what you expect things to be, only it becomes something so much more, especially with all this bright attention, right? So something you wanted, it's like getting something you want and then some because it's like magnified. It's more than you could have fathomed. Possible outcome. Ace of Swords. I feel like things are going to be cleared soon enough for you to see. You'll have that sense of clarity. And I feel like it might be an adjustment, but you'll adapt. You'll adapt. That's what this is giving. Because if you look at this Ace of Swords, he's kind of laying low under the leaf. I feel like, especially for those here for the Scorpio placement, where the astrology is literally highlighting of pushing you out into the forefront of the world, right? Pushing you, putting the spotlight on you. Scorpionic energy, it's more private, it's more recluse, it doesn't want the light, so it's like stepping into the walking contradiction where we're stepping out of the shadows, right? It's an adjustment, but I feel like you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it packed down is what that feels like. So you might have an adjustment period, but I feel like you're gonna figure out a way to manage this reality for yourself that works for you. It does. You're gonna figure it all out. You're gonna figure out a way to balance having the attention on you, but also having that time, that downtime for yourself. Because it feels like you're going to be very visible. This is literally giving you walk out the door and you're going to work and, everyone's basically up your fucking ass. And it's like, you don't have a moment to yourself, right? but it's a good thing because you're thriving in your career, right? Or however you show up to the world when you step out that door, it's like all eyes on you. Or again, if you're online, star card to the world card. And it's an adjustment, but I feel like you're going to figure out a way to adapt to this reality for yourself. Scorpio in 8th house is what I got for you. That's your read. Hey, synthesized soul, how are you, sweetheart? Good to see you here. All right. Next up, a Fucus and 8th house placements. What do we have going on for Fucus and 8th house? Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. What do you have going on for Fucus and 8th house? Warning, pay attention to the red flags. You're going to come to find out that something was a blessing in disguise, right? Sometimes what doesn't work out for you actually works out for you. And I feel like you're going to see that. Now, for some of you, there could be a situation in which case it's meant to see if you'll take heed to the warning signs and being glad you listened to your intuition. Now, maybe some of you already, you saw the writing on the wall pertaining to some form of situation. You saw the red flags and you avoided a disaster for it. Some of you are going to literally avoid a disaster. All right. Or come to find out you already have and be glad. All right. It's like, I'm so glad that I listened to my intuition. I'm so glad that that didn't work out, or I'm so glad that I walked away from that, or I didn't do this, right? All right. See all these cards jumping out? All right. What is the reason for the read? What you can expect. Advice. Possible outcome. The advice is literally the high priestess. That's like listening to your intuition. Judgment. It's like I'm psychic. 6 of Swords. Okay. Okay, so reason for the read. King of Wands. There could either be a situation where you felt like, you know what, I think I'm going to sit this one out, or there could be a situation where you're going to feel inclined to sit something out, to not proceed forward, to not pass go, to not collect $200. It's just something's going to feel off. You're just going to get like this feeling, you're going to notice some red flags, and it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm good. I'll wait on the next one, right? What to expect? Be nappy as shit that you listen that you do, right? Sun card could be happy. Sun card could also be clarity. Just a moment, guys. Whether this is speaking of a past experience that you felt called to sit something out and just not proceed, or This is something predictive where you're going to feel inclined to perhaps we'll just not. Perhaps we'll sit this one out. Hold on. Okay, hold on. You're going to come to see. You're going to get a sense of clarity because you're going to come to see. It's almost like you feel like someone's not telling you something holy, or something's not what it seems to be, or something just seems like it's too good. Or someone's not fully forthcoming pertaining to something, and that's why something feels off. This could be maybe you're dealing with someone, or you did deal with someone, and something felt off. Almost like they weren't, they were being deceptive in some way, even if it was guilt by omission or something like that, right? Or deception by omission. Something just feeling off or felt off. It's coming to see, having that sense of clarity, why it was a good thing, and being so fucking glad that you listened to your instincts or did listen to them. It's like sometimes what doesn't work out for us works out for us. Sometimes when you actually acknowledge the red flags, when you actually acknowledge and honor your intuition telling you something feels off, I feel like maybe we shouldn't, or I feel like we should sit this one out and not proceed forward, or we should just walk away. You're going to get confirmation that not only were you right, but you're going to find yourself very glad that you listened to your intuition to begin with. Advice: always trust your intuition. It will never lead you astray. And I feel like you're going to see just that with the High Priestess. Possible outcome: Six of Swords. This is you feel, you're going to feel like you, it's beyond dodging a bullet. It's beyond dodging a bullet. It's beyond smooth sailing. It's like, I am so glad that I passed that by. I am so glad that I decided to pass that by or just move it along and not give it another thought, not give it a go, not give it a chance, whatever it is. Judgment under the deck. I'm telling you, something feels off, something feels wrong, and you're making a judgment call, or you did make a judgment call. Time is fluid, so take it however it resonates to you. But you're going to get the confirmation. You're going to have a form of clarity where it's like you're going to realize this is why, and I am so glad that I listened to my instincts. Hence, always listen to your instincts. They will never steer you in the wrong direction. It's our mind that will deter us from where our instincts will keep us safe. Our mind will be the thing to deceive us and hold us to situations that we should have run from. It's our instincts that will make sure we stay safe and avoid situations that could be no good for us regardless, right? But a fucus, an eighth house, that is what I got for you. That's your read. All right. Next up, Sagittarius and ninth house placements. Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. What do we have going on for Sagittarius and ninth house? What does Sagittarius and ninth house placements not see coming? I'm hearing whistle while you work, and hopefully together we can tidy up the place. Cleanse came out again. Clearing space for positive energy. Someone else had that. I forget who. Was it? No, it wasn't Virgo. I don't think. It was one of the signs. So sneaky person. Ooh. Okay, hold on. So to me, this could be like out with old, in with the new. Some of you could find yourself being done of someone, done of some shady bitch, right? Some of you being more mindful of your space, being more mindful of who you allow in your space. Some of you, it's like being done with some sneaky, skeevy person. You can feel like, maybe there's someone time after time, you give them chance after chance. This could even be someone with a background, like a criminal background. Now, if it's not that, this is you just being more mindful of who you allow in your inner circle or in your life, right? Clearing your energetic space. Maybe you've dealt with sneaky or shady or two-faced people, right? And it's like, you know what? Enough. Some of you, there's going to be one person who is going to be a form of catalyst for you to basically clean house. Clean house, and I don't mean just your physical house. I mean, sure, you clean your physical house. I would hope you clean it, right? But this is like you're clearing out your energetic house, your energetic space, where it's like no more. It's like someone who shows you can't just let anyone in. You can't just let anyone enter your house, right? It doesn't have to mean your literal house, right? All right, reason for the read. What you can expect. Advice. Possible outcome. Hmm. Two of Wands. This Two of Wands has the two frogs here, right? I'm hearing fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Maybe someone took you for a fool, literally the fool card. Maybe someone played you or plays you. This could be future, right? This could be future. This could be a future prediction. It's like someone who you thought you could trust. Maybe you took someone under your wing, or I feel like something's going to happen, and someone who you allowed in, someone who you basically opened a spot for in your life, someone who you made room for, you come to find out they're like a Judas. They betrayed you. You know, time reveals all, always. That's why I always tell people, sit back and allow people to show you who they truly are. Because at the end of the day, even if they're wearing a mask, that mask will come off. People will inevitably show you their true colors, show you who they really are if you let them. And I feel like you're going to see. Someone thought that they could take you for a fool. Someone could view you as naive or could have viewed you as naive. Take it however it resonates. Reason for the read. King of Cups. Maybe you have a tendency to be very caring, have a big heart, right? You could be someone, you don't surround yourself with many, but when you do allow someone in, it means something. King of Cups, right? What you can expect. Four of Wands. Four of Wands denotes to your four walls. It denotes to the four walls, not just your physical four walls, but your energetic four walls. The four walls for with whom you allow in, right? And I feel like something could happen where you could come to see someone who you allowed in was careless, or will be careless. Some form of situation with someone is going to be a form of means, a form of catalyst for you to want to clean house. Be more mindful of whom you allow in, who you allow access. And it's all because these hoes ain't loyal. That's literally what I just heard. You come to see someone's true colors. This is someone who will act like they care and play you like you're stupid while scheme behind your back. Advice. Ace of Wands. Don't be afraid to let it burn. Now the Four of Wands, I'm seeing a bridge. That's why I laughed. You see the frog sitting there with a smirk? Ace of Wands can be the match lit. Chances are, if I burnt the bridge, you handed me the match. Don't be afraid to light the match. Don't be afraid to let the bridge burn. Don't be afraid to let the bridge burn. Because I feel like someone's burning their bridge with you. Outcome. Queen of Wands. I feel like this is something that's actually going to be a bit empowering to you. I do. I feel like you're going to learn how to burn a bridge and be more mindful of who you allow access to you. You're not just going to let anyone in. And it takes one specific motherfucker who basically, gonna play you like the fool. That's gonna be the thing, the catalyst to push you to do it. Hence why, don't be afraid to burn the bridge. Don't be afraid to light that match and burn that shit. Now, I am not promoting to actually go burn something. Don't be a dumbass, okay? And I will say dumbass because if anyone is literally like, oh, I'm gonna go literally burn a bridge because you're saying like, no, dumbass. You do not burn bridges. Like, not physical, no. It's a metaphor, metaphorically speaking, okay? I'm pretty sure most of y'all already know that, but look, I come from the day and age where they had to fucking put warnings just for cartoons. Warning, do not try this at home. For Beavis and Butthead, for Jackass. Like, come on, I think it was pretty much a fucking given. Now they got warnings on every goddamn thing, right? Because there are people who will literally take shit too seriously. Anyway, I digress. But I feel like you're going to feel empowered from this. So if you tend to be Mr. Nice Guy or woman, doesn't matter, it's just the King of Cups. Because connections, when you let someone in, it means something. Hence, you might overlook and give benefit of the doubt. Even if you feel like someone's taking advantage of you or playing you for a fool. But eventually it comes a time to learn when it's time to burn the bridge and be more mindful of who we allow just in. You're going to come to realize it's not that bad of a thing. It's actually empowering. So Sagittarius and ninth house, that's what I got for you. That's your read. Hey, Felipe, how are you, baby? Hey, Gypsy, how are you, sweetheart? All right. All right. Next up, Capricorn and, hold on, let me get off of that. Capricorn and 10th house placements. I almost said ninth house. Some of you could have Capricorn in the ninth house or Sagittarius in the 10th house. What do we have going on for Capricorn and 10th house? Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. What do you not see coming? Change. Change is time. Things are strange. Changes. Time to be an original. Time can't change me. You could find find yourself facing a form of test. I feel like you're going to find yourself being tested to see if you've truly learned, if you're ready for change. The change denotes to the wheel of fortune for me, right? And with this test here, this is under the deck. It's like there could be some form of test put before you to see if you're ready for the next level, if you're ready to ascend, if you're ready to get off the merry-go-round. Have you learned? Have you changed? Are you ready for change, or do you want to keep going on the merry-go-round? So let's see. What's the reason for the read? What you can expect. Someone could have a history, someone could have done time. Doesn't have to be. But the Eight of Swords can also be someone who, they've got a colorful background. That can be why have we learned? All right, let's see. King of Pentacles on the deck, Ace of Swords to the High Priestess. Okay. This is almost given like, I know what we should do, but I know what else we could do. Kind of have to side-eye that. Okay. Okay, so this most certainly might not be everyone, right? So this feels very specific. Reason for the read. Eight of Swords, right? You could have a bit of a past to you, right? Whether you have put yourself in situations that could have been prevented, yourself in situations that went against your best interest, done things that you know you shouldn't have. For some of you, perhaps even done things that have gotten you locked up. If it's not gotten you locked up, just put yourself in situations you know you shouldn't have. They weren't, they went against your own sense of discernment, your own sense of better judgment, right? Because Eight of Swords is a situation that we put ourselves in. We are literally signing ourselves up for this. So we can sit there and be a lump on a log all day. At the end of the day, this is what we signed up for. It's a choice. And I feel like what you can expect, Knight of Pentacles, there could be some form of situation that comes before you where you're being given a chance. Are you going to choose right? Or are you going to choose wrong? It might be easy to almost jump right into old ways, but old ways don't unlock new doors. Hence, have you truly changed? Are you ready to ascend to the next level? Or have you still not learned? Are you still going to basically do dumb shit, right? Again, this isn't going to be everyone's read, but it's someone's. That Knight of Pentacles. Now, Pentacle energy denotes to taking your time, right? Slow and steady. But here's the thing. You see this frog being swift to try to grab that dragon fly. It's almost like, oh, wait. Oh, but we want it. Okay, but is it the right way to go about something? Because this is also giving the energy, like I said, about someone who you might be swift to want to jump into old ways. It's like you're being given an opportunity to take the right path, but you want to take a shortcut, right? Like, think about people who lie, cheat, steal, right? They're looking for a shortcut to something, right? Like people who, let's just say people who steal. They don't want to take the time to, let's see. People who want to cheat their way through the ladder, right? It's just people who want to do things a dishonest way because they don't want to take the time that it actually takes. They want to basically fast track something, you know? They want the result without the actual effort. They want the thing without the actual footwork it takes. I feel like you're being tested or you will be. And this is for someone who, in the past, they've had a tendency to not make the best choices. They could have literally even put themselves into some sticky situations, not so great situations, situations that could have been avoided had they gone about things the right way, right? Advice. Three of Cups. I'm sorry, Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're being given a chance to go about things a different way. This is also a way for you to show that you have truly actually changed, right? Here's the thing. By making the right choice, it could be something really good, right? Ladybugs are good luck. Three of Pentacles also denotes to that foundation, right? How we're showing up, what we're doing, a collaborative energy. But this feels like a collaboration with the universe. The universe is testing you. Have you truly changed or not? Because if you're truly changed and you truly want to do better, make better choices, then all you have to do is make the right choice when this thing is presented to you. Outcome. King of Wands. A lot of you might very well make the right decision. And you're going to be glad that you did. A very small sum, though. A very small sum might not. I feel like for the majority, I feel like the majority, there's a sense of having enough confidence in yourself and knowing that, yeah, it might be a little bit longer. It might not be, the shortcut, but I'm okay with that. I'm confident that this is the right decision and that's going to be the best decision for you, making the right decision. That's going to be the thing to lead to the form of change that you're looking towards. To the small sum, to the small sum who will choose to repeat it, it just feels like you're only inevitably going to create your own problems and obstacles because it just shows a form of stunting, a stunt of self, a form of regression. Rocks can be obstacles. And like I said, I don't feel like everyone's going to choose the wrong way, right? But for some, old habits die hard. And for the small sum, very small sum, even if it's just one, I keep hearing they call her red. Maybe someone's got red hair. Now I'm hearing tangerine. Maybe someone's got tangerine hair. But it feels like for that small sum who chooses old ways to repeat, well, the problems that you find yourself sitting upon, there's no one to blame but yourself. Just as when the other situations you got yourself into, you had no one but to blame but yourself. Capricorn in 10th house. That's what I got for you. That's your read. All right. Next up, Aquarius and 11th house placements. What do we have going on for Aquarius and 11th house? What do you not see coming? Got a lot of repeating cards tonight, and you see me shuffling them. For some of you, could be a soulmate. Some of you could be a pet, a dog. Some of you could be getting a bird. Some of you a new home. Ooh. Some of you can meet someone who has a dog. Some of you can meet someone around the home. This could be someone who has a dog. Someone can have a bird, someone can have a dog, or there could be like a bird's nest around. See the nest with the eggs? Someone could just be getting a pet. For some, a dog, a lab, some a labradoodle. Is that a thing, labradoodle? I don't know why I just heard labradoodle. Is that a thing? Is that a dog? Some of you can meet someone who's a bit of a homebody or around the home. All right, let's see. Some of you, if you are a homebody, you could get a pet to spend time with, someone to keep you company. All right, what's the reason for the read? Don't forget to smash that like button, by the way. What do we have going on for Aquarius and 11th house? What you can expect. Advice. Outcome. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Ace of Swords. Okay. So it feels like something could happen kind of unexpected, or something happens on a bit of a whim. For some of you, this could be someone enters your life. For some of you, again, on a bit of a whim, perhaps you decide to get a pet, right? Or, maybe you find a stray, or you meet someone while out and about. This Knight of Swords, it's giving on a whim, unexpected, because the sword energy, especially the Knight of Swords, could be completely unexpected on a whim. Something sudden, impulsive even. What you can expect. Whatever this is, whether this is pertaining to a person unexpectedly entering your life, or a a new pet, right? Getting a pet or something, right? I feel like whoever, whatever this thing or person is entering your life, it is literally, this is something or someone that is going to be in your life for quite some time. So if this is a soulmate entering your life, whether this could be romantic or platonic, right? This could be a new friend, a new companion. This is someone who's going to be around for a while. For some of you, if you are a homebody bitch, you are having some form of soulmate companion entering your life, whether this be romantic, platonic, or like a fur pet, right? And this is someone who's going to be in your life. They're going to be a substantial part of your life. This is someone who's going to be there, or a pet that's going to be with you for years to come, right? As a form of means to denote and bring some form of change into your life. Now, advice. King of Pentacles. Be open to it. King of Pentacles, it's Taurian energy. Taurian energy, it's very fixed. It likes its routine. It likes it it's very set in its ways type energy, right? Even if you're someone, you like to stay home alone, you like your routine, you tell yourself, I don't want anyone or anything to come along and shake up my routine because Taurian energy is all about routine as well. Again, for this to be the advice, be open to it, be receptive to it. You see all the dragonflies around him? You know, be open and receptive to allowing this thing or person to enter your life, to allow this change. Yeah, it might shake up your routine a bit, but it could do you good to have some company or have some companionship, regardless of what that is. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for that, sweetheart. Now, possible outcome Page of Swords. I feel like you're going to come to find you're going to have a little more pep in your step. You're going to be happy. I feel like you're going to come to realize, you're going to come to find that this is actually just the thing that you needed in the best possible way. You needed someone or something to come shake things up in your life, right? Especially if, maybe all you do is go to work, come home, rinse, ring, repeat. Again, very routine, right? King of Pentacles is very routine. And sometimes we need something or someone to come along to shake shit up, We need a little bit of change in our life. We need you need I'm not saying you're like a self-isolating island, but you need to have interaction. Maybe you made yourself just too much of an island, stuck in your routine. And whether it's the companionship of a person, whether that's friend, romantic, platonic, whatever, right? Or a pet. You need It's like you need that in your life. You need that change. You need that sense of companionship in your life, regardless of whatever the companionship is for you. All right. So don't be afraid to shake up your routine and allow someone or something in, because it feels like it'll do you good. And you could come to find that you're actually kind of glad you opened yourself up to this change. So, Aquarius and 11th house is what I got for you. That's your read. All right. Next up, last and most certainly not least, Pisces and 12th house placements. If anyone wants to get a reading in, make sure to book now. All right. Pisces and 12th house. Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. All right. What do we have going on for Pisces and 12th house? What do you not see coming? Intuition. Some of you, heightened intuition. You could be coming to realize you're experiencing more downloads. Your intuition is at an all-time high. Some of you could be feeling like you're coming out of the mercurial fog now that we're coming out of retrograde, right? Um, some of you, psychic development, intuitive gifts. Some of you coming to realize your intuitive gifts. Let's see. Reason for the read. What you can expect. Advice. All right. Outcome. Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay, so Reason for the read, the Knight of Cups. I feel like you're gonna notice that you're starting to get more downloads. You're starting to receive more messages. Your sense of discernment through the roof, your intuition, your spidey senses tingling is what that feels like. Um, you might brush it off at first, but I feel like you're gonna find yourself leaning into it more. What to expect? The Chariot. This is you navigating through it. So I feel like you are going to find yourself experiencing heightened intuition, receiving more messages, more downloads, right? And it's almost like it becomes amplified, but at the same token, you're learning how to navigate through this to your benefit. Some of you could literally be putting yourself there, putting yourself out there as psychic intuitive. Psychic abilities could be heightened. Some of you, the astrology, the present astrology is going to be affecting you and your 12th house, whether you're Pisces or you're just here for your 12th house, regardless of sign it sits in, your 12th house could truly be activated even more so due to the basket. Was that Barbo's basket? Some of you could be feeling effects from that. You might want to check your 12th house if that's the case, if you're here for 12th house only. Or Pisces, you might want to see what's sitting in your chart, whether it's 12th house or whatever house Pisces sits in for you. Advice. Take your time, learn to work with it. Some people, they have difficulty differentiating their intuition versus their mind and stuff like that, right? Sometimes people will brush off intuition and not really realize what it is, even though we all have it. We all are intuitive. Some people just choose to tune it out. But intuition, it's like a muscle. The more you work with it, the more you build off of it, right? It's like muscle memory. It's like you're building, you're developing. And I feel like you could come to feel like things are becoming heightened. And at the same token, there's a sense of navigating through it, working with it. And some of you might find yourself able to tap in ways like never before. I don't know why I got drawn to the star and then I heard flowers from the dead. Some of you, obviously not all of you, small some, even the butterfly, it's given like scorpionic, like death card. Some of you might find yourself developing more of a mediumship, able to speak with those who are no longer. Outcome, Six of Wands. Some of you could find yourself successfully navigating through this, whatever this is, pertaining to gifts. This feels like gifts, heightened gifts. Some of you, it's almost like the universe is giving you a booster pack on spiritual gifts, enhancements, intuitive psychic ability. Some of you could be well known for what it is that you do, especially for those you who identify or will as psychic, intuitive, or medium. Six of Wands to the Star card. This is literally, someone who could literally find themselves having a following or in the limelight, successful in doing this, being known for what you do. but it feels like it's tapped to psychic and intuitive abilities. So I don't think I've ever had a read come through like that before, but we're here for it. Pisces in 12th house. That is what I got for you. That is your read. All right, my loves. If this is where we part ways, hold on. Okay. All right, my loves. If this is where we part ways, thank you all so very much. I absolutely love and adore every single last one of you. With that said, I hope you all have a fantastical rest of your day, rest of your night, whatever time it is where you are. I love you all. Hope you all be safe, and I will see you all on the next one. Remember, don't forget to smash that like button if you haven't already on your way out. I will see you all later. Timestamps will be provided once the live is done. Right now, I'm going to go on to personal reads, and then I'll close out once the live is done. Give me about 15-20 minutes, and timestamps will be pinned in the comments. Mwah. Love y'all. All right. Let's see. All right. Cookie, my love. Let me open up your question. And again, happy early birthday, my love. Thank you for all you do here. All right, let's see. Mm, Hold on. What energy or mindset curly need to embrace right now? Reach your goal in love and career. Love, career. Okay. Portal. Okay. When it comes to love, rest, wisdom, and courage. Courage gives like strength type of energy, right? When it comes to love, don't feel like you have to go looking for it. Rest assured, this is giving like a rest assured knowing that you have it and it's out there and it'll find you when it's time. Everything will come together when it's meant to. In the meanwhile, don't be afraid to live your life. Enjoy life to the fullest. Do all the things you want to do and having that sense of knowing that you don't have to worry about something that you already have, right? I put it like this. If you know that you already have something, you're not gonna worry about it, right? And I feel like if you focus on your mentality on being, I know I've got it. And right now, it's just more so about doing whatever you're meant to do. Everything will come into alignment. You can't miss what's for you, is what this is giving, right? All right. I don't like to put myself, I'm going to put myself in the situation to give you an example. I put it like this. I've never been one. This could be one of the reasons why I stand out from a lot of these other readers too. I have never been someone to put myself on dating things. I have never been my one of those people to put themselves out there looking for love or anything. I've always just had this inner knowing, where it's like it's never been my focus. That if anything were meant to be, it'll be, and I'll know it because it'll enter my life, however it does, right? I'll know it when it happens. In the meantime, I'm just focused on living my life, and never have I ever going out of my way in search for anything. Meanwhile, I've got a number of kids, had a marriage. I had a marriage without even dating. See how that works? but I've never really looked for anything. I've never put myself out there looking for anything, right? I just always had this inner knowing, what's for me will find me. And lo and behold, it always did. And I feel like that's the mentality that you have to hold. See, that's the other thing too. Y'all motherfuckers, anyone just watching, not just you, babes. But you see, when you align with me, that means you align with that type of energy. So even for those, anyone who might be listening, watching this later or live, sometimes people don't think they have certain things in them. But let me tell you something, I'm a very particular type of person. So if you align with me, you do have those things within you, right? And I feel like this is just rest assured, because I'm literally getting rest assured with that rest and that wisdom. This is like someone who has that knowing. So they can rest assured they're not worried about it. In the meantime, they're going to go out there and live their life. They're not going to worry about anything. And I feel like when it comes to love, that's all you got to do. Just know that whatever is for you will find you, and you'll know it. You'll know it because you're all the wiser for it. You know, even if you dealt with some bad apples, guess what? That rest also gives to like the four of swords. You've healed, you've recovered, and at the same token, you're older, you're wiser. You know what not to play with. You know what not to entertain. But when you're not worried about something that you know that you have that good thing coming your way. You know you don't have to go looking for it. And when it's time, it's time. In the meantime, you live your life, not stressing over it. It's putting you in alignment with that which is for you. When it comes to career, synchronicity, self love, and confirmation, I feel like everything will come together. It's really Pocus, listen to me. It's really focused. I don't know why I got drawn to Pocahontas. I'm hearing just around the river bend. There could be something just around the river bend pertaining to career. But I feel like more than anything, there's a notion of knowing that whatever it is you want, you're worthy of, right? Positive mindset, water seeds, not weeds, right? Some people will settle for careers or situations that are less than because they feel like that's all there is or that's all they're good enough for. But when you are confident enough within yourself, when you know your worth, right? When you know your value, you know what you bring to the table. You don't question who you are, what you bring to the table, your value, all that. And there's an overwhelming energy of watering seeds when it comes to yourself and how you view yourself when it comes to whatever form of positions that you want, right? I feel like right now the portal is open for you to manifest what it is that you want in both departments. It's just a matter of mindset, right? Manifestation, think of the magician, it's mercurial energy, right? Our thoughts are what denote our experience, right? So if we're watering seeds, nurturing the ground, nurturing the garden, that's what leads to something that has a full harvest, a prosperous harvest down the end. But if we don't water it, it'll dry out and it'll fall apart and not grow. All right. Tell me more about when it comes to love, what you can expect. I feel like you're done with the heartache. Ooh. Ooh. Didn't I say four of swords? Did I not say four of swords? Look at that. Look, I feel like you are done with the old story. I feel like you're ready for that that big one. But before you get to this one, we have to get our mind in the right place to align with it. That also denotes to getting right. So this way we don't repeat things, whether this is self-deprecating thoughts or, you know, holding on to this idea that we don't have this thing. Don't focus on the thing that's not there. Focus on the thing that you know is there. Focus on your 10-year plan. Focus on the life that you want. Focus on where you see yourself. 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Don't try to put a face on anyone else there. How do you see your life 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What is your experience, your existence going to be? And I feel like you want a very good one. And here's the thing, you want a very good one. So therefore, we're going to focus on, I feel like this is more mental than anything, getting our mind in the right place. So this way we don't focus on things that we don't have, right? Or things that aren't there right now, things that we might have been through, things that we don't want. We focus on the things that we do have, that we do want, that we will have, right? Hey, Sherry, how are you, baby? Is it Sherry or Cherry? I'm hearing Cherry, Cherry, baby. Yeah, see, look, Page of Cups to the Nine of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like right now, it's more so focusing on your thoughts when it comes to your love life. Whether this is you focus on not having it. If you're putting out the signal of, I don't have this, or I don't have that, or I'll never have that, the universe will only prove you right. If you change your way of thinking to, I know I have this, and this is what it is, and this is how it is, and this is everything that they are. And it's not attaching an expectation to an actual person, a place, a time. You're just open and receptive that you will not miss out on what's for you, and y'all will align with each other in the right time when it's time, right? It's removing that lack. It's removing that mental state of lack. Get in that energy of having. But I feel like the biggest thing is working on your thoughts. What are you putting out? What are you projecting into the universe for it to come back to you? Because think about it. Our thoughts, we omit them to the universe and it mirrors it back to us. That's why if you do this experiment, you could do this experiment with anyone, right? You and someone could literally walk down the same hall or walk down the same road and have a completely different experience and viewpoint because you're looking at your own personal perception. You are two different beings with two different worlds. I mean, it takes me to the notion of, if you think about it, there are multiple versions of you just in this world alone because everyone sees you through their own personal lens. And part of that lens persists of their own perception of the world and things, including you, right? Hence, it's all about your own personal perception. So, therefore, what you perceive is what will be. Now, what about when it comes to work? Oh, it is Cherry. Okay, good. Sorry about getting it wrong the first time. All right. What about when it comes to your work? Ooh, well, shit. Don't be afraid to shake shit up. But this is someone who knows what the fuck they bring to the table, right? Hold on. Just a minute. All right. I don't know if you might decide to just jump ship and take a leap into something else completely, or someone could come in. Hold on. Oh my lord, I can't with this desert air. There could be someone who comes towards you with some form of opportunity, in which case you might literally jump ship. You might overthink it at first. Someone could come to you with some form of opportunity that just seems too good to be true, is what that feels like. And you almost might be worried about it. But it feels like fortune favors the brave. You might even find yourself feeling a bit more bold and brazen, a bit empowered, right? Taking more chances when it comes to your career, whatever that is to you. Whether this is you're taking more chances and being more think about it, King of Pentacles, the Midas touch. But this is someone who's secure. They know their value, they know what they bring to the table, right? This is someone who's not afraid to make the bold moves, the bold decisions, right? This is someone where they take the risk and it pays them. It literally pays to take a risk. There could even be something that you do without even trying. Like, you know the saying step in shit, but in a good way, right? You might even step in shit in a good way where it's like something you do, the way you handle something or some form of situation, it basically pushes you to the forefront and has you standing out in such a way that it actually benefits you and gets you pushed to the forefront for some form of position or something like that. It could even be, I don't know if there's like a situation and there's something about the way that you step up or intervene. Because it's making me think of like if shit goes down and I'm drawn to like, I don't remember, I think you said you work in social services or something like that. Because that's what that kind of gives too. It's almost like someone who steps up in a way, steps up to the plate in a way that it's recognized and it also changes things for them on the field or field work. I don't know if you do field work. Even if it's not that, something can push you to the front of the line for something. And it's all about the way that you handle something or you do something that catches someone's eye. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we got for Curly the next 12 months. Warrior test. Temptation. You feel like you're being tested. You could feel like something is taking longer. I feel called to say slow and steady wins the race. So things might not be in certain aspects in your life, regardless of whatever that is to you. You could feel like things aren't happening as fast as you would like. Mm. Sometimes we don't see the good in some things. Sometimes, like, think about it. Like, say if this is pertaining to wanting to see something happen a lot faster in some form of aspect in your life and feeling like it's just not happening or it's never going to happen, right? Sometimes we don't realize the time it takes is actually a good thing. Like, let's just go with the aspect of, like, say if you're cooking a roast, right? Those things take a while, right? Especially it's like a slow roast, right? So if you don't cook it fully, don't give it the full amount of time it takes. That's just not going to be cooked. You're going to end up sick, right? Sometimes we might not realize it as we're going through it, but sometimes slow and steady wins the race and it makes it that much more savory because had it gone any other way, it might not have been as fruitful in the end. All right. Death card, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. That's that slow and steady too. The Ace of Pentacle, that's that pentacle that we plant into the ground. It's going to take a while. Some seeds take longer than others, but it's worth it in the end, right? Let's go with the analogy if we're planting seeds. There are some plants that you plant the seeds to, and it takes year for it to even show that there's any sign of growth, because most growth is where you don't see it in the ground, right? In the dirt. There are some plants you won't see any sign of growth in physical view until years after it's already, taken root and done what it needs to do underground. And that's what this feels like. Some things take a little time, take a little longer, but it makes it that much more worth it. Empress under the deck. So, and the Seven of Wands over here with that warrior spirit. So I feel like slow and steady wins the race in this one. Now, you could find yourself feeling a bit impatient, like you're waiting for some signs, you're waiting to see something, right? The Three of Wands is literally looking at the Ace of Pentacles. This is literally waiting to see. Seven of Wands, this is like, feeling like it's never going to happen, right? This is like feeling like, Seven of Wands can denote to obstacles. It's someone at the top of the hill, but it's also someone who has made it, right? Even if they don't realize it. With that Death card, changes are going to happen. It just might not happen as fast as you would like, whatever this pertains to. So this could pertain to your love or your work or just life in general. You have to take it how it resonates to you. But this feels like waiting to see some form of signs of change, right? Even this Ace of Pentacles, you see the butterfly on the nose, right? The 3-1, standing there waiting, looking, watching, right? Patiently, feeling like it's not going to happen. It will happen. It'll happen when you stop waiting and you stop watching. I'm drawn to the analogy, a watch pot never boils, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Think about it. Pentacle energy is the energy. Pentacle energy is what makes it to the destination. But it's because it's pentacle energy, it can be a bit tedious because it takes that much longer, right? But it is very worth it in the end. Very fruitful. See the fruit, the pomegranate? It'll be worth the wait in the end. So you could spend this next year feeling like you're still not seeing exactly the changes that you would hope to see or you wanted to see in whatever aspect of your life. But it feels like just because you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't happening. So don't watch the pot. Just simply be. Just simply keep doing what you need to do. Don't focus on the outcome. Don't focus on the destination. Focus on the journey right now. Right now, it's just about the journey. It's not about the destination. You'll get there on time. You won't be late. It just might seem like it's taking forever. Like I'm literally brought to the analogy of someone on the road. Like say if you're on the road, you got kids in the car and it's a long trip. And they're like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And they just feel like it goes on forever. It might seem like it goes on forever, but eventually you get to the destination. And then when you do, it makes it that much sweeter when you're finally there. So enjoy the path, enjoy the journey is what this feels like. Don't focus on the destination right now. Just enjoy the journey. Sometimes it's more so about the journey and the experiences that shape us and make us throughout. It's not really about the destination. So do with that what you will. With that said, my love, that is what I got for you. Happy early birthday again, my love. And thank you for everything that you do here. Mwah. All right, my loves. Okay. With that said, my loves, hold on, let me put these away. I am going to hightail it out of here. Give me about 15, 20 minutes, and I will put together the timestamps. Again, thank you all for being here. I hope you all have a fantastical rest of your day, rest of your night, whatever time it is where you are. I love you all. Be well, be safe, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye, my loves.